Hello, 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 beautiful people. Hello, you guys. I'm so happy you're back with me on my channel. So today I want to talk a little bit about how I see Amber Heard living her best life in Spain. I, for my Meghan Markle videos, I have let people know that I'm not going to allow disrespectful comments, things that are socially insensitive, politically incorrect, abusive, disrespectful, harassing, anything like that to exist in the comments on my channel. And I have every right as a creator to do that. And people hate it. People really, really hate it. And I think that right there speaks to the world that we live in right now. And what's wrong with it is because people see censorship right now as a bad thing, which I find so hilarious because back in the 90s, censorship was the hugest thing. Oh, we don't want our children seeing playing video games. We don't want them seeing sex on television. We don't want them seeing this and this and that. But now, when you talk about something and you say to people, hey, you're coming across as socially insensitive. You're coming across as racist. You're coming across as sexist. You're coming across as emotionally unintelligent. Oh, and you say, I'm gonna delete your comment. They're like, oh, well, that's censorship. That's censorship at its worst level. And just admit that you're silencing people. Oh, the way that the far right is trying to silence black, brown people, environmentalists, LGBTQ people, basically anyone who is not in line with fascist, corrupt leaders. I mean, it's just really, really bizarre. And this new level of polarization, of divisive content and things like that, and people's inability to not censor themselves has spilled into my videos supporting Amber Heard. Now, do I think that Amber Heard is some angel sent from heaven and that she's never had fault in her life? No. Do I think that she is some perfect person? No. Do I think that she and Johnny Depp's marriage may have taken hits that came from her side, speaking metaphorically? Yes. But Amber Heard, to me, is a pure victim of abuse, an obvious victim of abuse, someone who suffered her life as she knew it, what suffered. In a minute, I'm going to read to you the statement that she put on her Instagram channel. And someone who essentially, was a victim who was blamed. Someone who was a victim and who was trashed by this red pill type community and these pick-me women who don't really realize how destructive they're being. Like, I see so many women saying, I'm a victim of abuse and I know this woman's a liar. That right there has internalized misogyny written all over it, and I can't understand it to one extent. Do you know how detrimental towards the fight? And yes, it is a bare knuckle fight for women to be respected and honored in this society. Do you know how much you are diminishing that by joining essentially the incels and the toxic people who are propping up a toxic star like Donald Trump, like Johnny Depp, who is an addict, who is an abuser? Do you know how divisive you are? And this belittling, this diminishing of the struggles, of the plight of women in the U.S. and the plight of women around the world. You are doing more damage than you know. And I get the sense that many of these trolls who sneak into the Amber Heard videos are Karens. I get the sense that these are older women who really just, I don't know, they see a younger woman and maybe they are around these misogynistic type figures. And so they're projecting the views of those misogynistic figures onto this conversation. I guess with that extent, I would just say, the older women in my life, I get so much, the ones who were kind and compassionate and understanding and warm and believe you when you say, I'm hurt. Believe you when you say, I've been wrong. Believe you when you say, I need your help. I am so thankful for those women in my life. And trust me, I mean, as someone, my mom was 40 when she had me. So, my siblings, my older siblings were at least 16 years older than me. So I also grew up around a lot of mature women. And they are such important figures in my life. If I could ever see myself confiding into an older woman and saying, I was abused by my husband, and them saying, you're a liar. I was abused, and I know that you were not abused. That would be the most tragic thing in the world. I just want to say to any of the Karens out here right now watching this, who, when a younger woman walks into the room and your insecurities set in and you just hate her to hate her, I really think I want to tell you that shame on you. Shame on you. And you have no idea how destructive you are being to the plight of women. I'm going to make another video soon about this, so we will come back to that. But let's just talk about Amber Heard living her best life and reactions to people online who support Amber Heard like myself. So this article is from the Teal Mango. And it's actually from October 8th, 2022. Now, I could have read a newer article, but I only really wanted to read from an article that supports Amber Heard. I did not want to hear any more gaslighting. I did not want to hear any more propping up of Johnny Depp. I want to hear from people who truly support and elevate Amber Heard, because that's what she deserves. This is from October 2022, so it's a little bit older. So I'm sure that she has sort of moved on from certain things, and I'm sure that her daughter has gotten a little bit older than she has gotten older than she was when this article was written, but I still want to read from this, and I just want to say, I feel like I understand Amber Heard moving to Spain, because I moved to France back in 2016 because of a plethora of reasons, but my truth was no longer being honored in the U.S. Even when I was living in very, very liberal states like California, you stepped outside of Santa Monica or outside of Hollywood, outside of San Francisco, and it was basically just like you were back in the Bible Belt. And so I got more solidarity and compassion that I was just absolutely overwhelmed. J'étais bouleversée par la gentillesse des gens en France. I was overwhelmed by the love and the solidarity when I moved to France. And so I really understand that from Amber Heard, and I think that was what she needed. Looking at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, them moving to the U.S. from the UK, that honored their truth. And that's not to say that one country is better than another, but sometimes you need to get a new environment, and I'm so glad that she did, because it seems to be doing something for her. So it says, Amber Heard dons a bikini during Spain trip 5 months after Johnny Depp trial. Again, remember this article is a bit older. At the moment, Amber Heard is living her best life in Spain. Not long ago, the Aquaman actress showed off her bikini body while vacationing in Palma de Mallorca in Spain. She donned a black bikini during her recent outing in Spain. It seems like the Hollywood actress has finally gotten her much-needed break after the Johnny Depp trial. Keep reading to catch a further sight of Amber Heard from her recent trip in Spain. Amber Heard is chilling in Spain right now. Yes, you heard it right. Amber Heard is having the time of her life in Spain at this moment. In the pictures from her Spain vacation, she can be seen wearing a black two-piece and a white sarong. In one of the snaps, Heard can be spotted taking a stroll on the beach with a friend. Her beach ensemble put her torso tattoo on display. Back in the day, she got a Spanish quote from Pablo Neruda inked on her torso. So I'm going to skip down a little bit. Earlier this month, Amber Heard was spotted with her daughter in Spain. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about who Amber Heard's daughter is. We know that she did freeze her eggs, and so the baby could have a surrogate as a father. It could be, you know, one of the men that she has been in a relationship in the past, but we know that she has a daughter. She's been tight-lipped about who the father is and been tight-lipped about her daughter in general. And I think that is 100% her right. I think some people need to get off the internet and stop trying to meddle so much in other people's lives and focus on their own. So it says, this month, the Rum Diary actress was snapped out and about in public with her daughter, Una Page. I hope I'm saying that right. The mother-daughter duo was spotted by the Paps while the two of them were having a good time in Spain. I'm going to stop there. The pictures of her and her daughter look beautiful. All the pictures that I see of her and her daughter are just wonderful. She looks like she's really taken to motherhood really, really well. She says she's always wanted to be a mother, and she really just wants to support that sacredness around protecting her child's privacy and protecting her privacy after her life has been changed. So her latest post on Instagram, which I'm imagining she had some other posts and she probably deleted them off. This is from December 2022, and she says, after a great deal of deliberation, I have made a very difficult decision to settle the defamation case brought against me by my ex-husband in Virginia. It's important for me to say that I never chose this. I defended my truth, and in doing so, my life as I knew it was destroyed. The vilification I have faced on social media is an amplified version of the ways in which women are re-victimized when they come forward. Now I finally have an opportunity to emancipate myself from something I attempted to leave over 6 years ago, and on terms I can agree to. I have made no admission. This is not an act of concession. There are no restrictions or gags with respect to my voice moving forward. I support her fully. The same way that I support Free Britney, the same way that I support Meghan Markle, and I think that as much as women try to tear these people down, Amber Heard is another step in us moving towards a world that respects women more, that respects women victims more, and I hope that she knows that she made a difference, and she made a good difference, and not to let, you know, trolling people really let her not see that, you know. She has to see that she has made a difference, and there's some of us out there who see that, who support that, and I will continue to speak out about that. So I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments. Please let me know. If you have not already, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Click the bell so you know whenever I post a video. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.